point, Ikhwan, about something that happened in these last few days, in this last week. There's a recording that is being passed around, and the reason I mention it is we're reading from the explanation of Shaykh Rabee ibn Haadee al-Madkhali, our Shaykh. Allah yahfadhu, may Allah preserve him. There is a recording that is being disseminated and spread from a number of different websites and individuals by text message and the likes of this, of which Shaykh Rabee is stating on the recording that he says, I am not the Imam of the science of Jarh wa Ta'deel, the science of praise and criticism, the science that of refuting those who are upon innovation and removing, saying that they, classifying or ruling that they are not upon the Sunnah, based upon what the Shaykh has, or the person has seen from the actions and the statements of those individuals. So the Shaykh, he says, I am not, don't call me this. I don't allow anyone to call me this. Right? Don't go to extremes as it relates, to me. So there are those Ikhwan who are now passing the statement around of the Shaykh. And what they intend to do by this, Ikhwan, is to say, see, we told y'all. So what they're trying to do, Ikhwan, is they're trying to make the argument that what the Shaykh has come with from praise and from criticism of the men and of the groups and of the books is null and void. This is what they would like to try to achieve from the statement of the Shaykh. What needs to be understood, Ikhwan, is that this is actually from the virtues of our Shaykh. Because what it shows is tawadu'. What it shows is humility. That the Shaykh is a humble man and does not desire that anyone praise him. As people are praising the Shaykh, maybe in his face or like this, and the Shaykh is trying to stop the people from praising him like this, because the Shaykh is a man of humility and doesn't like that people praise him and go to excesses as it relates to his person. So therefore the Shaykh was only checking the people out of his own humility and out of his own humbleness. But I ask you a question, Ikhwan. Who is the muhaddith? Who is the noble scholar of the science of hadith of this time, of this era? Who is it? Who knows? Shaykh Muhammad Nasruddin al-Albaanee. Now let's talk about two things about Shaykh al-Albaanee to clarify this point. First of all, let us say to those individuals who are now quoting what Shaykh Rabee said, let us quote what Shaykh al-Albaanee said. Al-Albaanee, who was the muhaddith, the scholar of hadith of this time period, he was the one who said that Shaykh al-Albaanee was, Shaykh Rabee was حامل لواء الجرح وتعديل في هذا الزمان. It was Shaykh al-Albaanee who said that Shaykh Rabee is the banner carrier, the carrier of the banner, the flag bearer of the science of Jarh wa Ta'deel in these times. It was Shaykh al-Albaanee who said it. So now if you want to say that Shaykh Rabee said such and such, quote from Shaykh al-Albaanee. Because al-Albaanee, the muhaddith of this asr, was the one who said that he was the flag bearer, the flag bearer, the carrier of the banner of the science of praise and criticism in these times. Second, there is a recording that we have of which someone was praising Shaykh al-Albaanee. They were saying Shaykh al-Albaanee is an alim, Shaykh al-Albaanee muhaddith, scholar of hadith. When Shaykh al-Albaanee got his hand on the microphone, he began to weep, Ikhwan. He began to cry. He said, do not call me a scholar. He said, he said, أنا لست إلا ويلب العلم. He said, I am only a minuscule, small student of knowledge. This is al-Albaanee. Muhammad Nasr al-Albaanee, Ikhwan, who they would say is the scholar of hadith of this time. The people would testify that al-Albaanee is a muhaddith of his asr. Shaykh Ibn Baz said, ما أعلم على وجه الأرض أعلم بعلم الحديث من al-Albaanee. Shaykh Ibn Baz, the scholar of fiqh, said, I do not know of anyone on the face of the earth more knowledgeable of the science of hadith than Muhammad Nasruddin al-Albaanee. This is Ibn Baz saying this. But what does al-Albaanee say? Don't call me a scholar. Call me a small student of knowledge. I am only a small student of knowledge. And al-Albaanee is weeping, Ikhwan. You can hear him crying on the recording. So now I asked you, are these same individuals going to now parade the statement of Shaykh al-Albaanee around? Are they now going to say that every ruling that Shaykh al-Albaanee made of hadith, that a narration is authentic, or narration is weak, or narration is hasan? Are they now going to reject those narrations because al-Albaanee said he was only a small student of knowledge? Are they going to take the same position with the rulings of al-Albaanee that they're now trying to take with the rulings of Shaykh Rabee? Because Shaykh Rabee said he was not the carrier of the banner of Jarh wa Ta'deel, or the Imaam of Jarh wa Ta'deel, in the same fashion al-Albaanee said that he was only a small student of knowledge. Are they going to take the same position? And if they agree that al-Albaanee is the muhaddith, as Shaykh Ibn Baz said, then they're also going to agree with the statement of al-Albaanee that Shaykh Rabee is the carrier, the flag bearer of the science of Jarh wa Ta'deel in these times. They cannot have it both ways. Also, ikhwan, from our scholars, Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan, from the noble scholars of al-Islam, ikhwan, a faqih, a scholar of fiqh, muassil, one who establishes principles, brings the established principles in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Shaykh Fawzan is recorded as saying, ikhwan, I am not an alim, I am not a scholar, I am a small student. And then he went on to say, whoever says I'm an alim is a jahil. Fawzan said, whoever says I'm a scholar, he's an ignoramus. So now what do we do? Do we understand that to me now we're going to reject the many rulings that we have from Shaykh al-Fawzan? We understand what it means. We take it in its context. This Shaykh is a man of tawadu'. He's a man of humility. He is a humble man. What do you want him to say? Ana a'lam an-nas? Ana allama? What do you want from him? He's a humble man. He's a man of humility. Al-Fawzan, Shaykh Rabee, al-Albaanee. How many times did we used to hear Shaykh Muqbil, ikhwan, when we used to sit before him, and people used to praise, he said, Wallahi, ikhwan, huwa laysa min kathrati ilmina, wala min quwwatina, huwa min fadli rabbina. How many times did the Shaykh say, don't think that anyone returns to us or looks at us because we have abundant knowledge? Shaykh used to say, we're du'afa. Shaykh used to always say, we're du'afa. We're weak. This is what Shaykh Muqbil